Hi, welcome to my nursing journey. My name is Sarah Elizabeth Singh, and this is the path that led me to nursing. As a little girl growing up, science as a whole intrigued me, but as I got a little older, I became fascinated with learning about the body. In my spare time, I watched medical shows, and I especially loved watching babies being delivered. Despite living in a third world country, I was fortunate enough to have parents who were teachers and siblings who followed in that profession. But my dream was to become a doctor. To be exact, I wanted to be a pediatrician. I moved to New York when I was 11 years old with hopes of still becoming a doctor, but as I watched my mother struggle as a newly single parent to build our lives from scratch, I realized how unrealistic and financially out of my grasp becoming a doctor was. As a teenager, my brother's service in the Army is what piqued my interest in war movies. This is when I first started to admire nurses in their role as they cared for soldiers. But it was my mom who worked as a CNA that shared the incentives of becoming a nurse. So I did my research and started college with hopes of entering the nursing program at Queensborough. But due to financial and personal circumstances, I had to defer my studies and began working full-time to support myself. Despite having a stable job, I was unhappy. My life lacked purpose and a challenge. So I downgraded and took a part-time job as I pursued nursing and completed my preclinical courses within a year. Earlier that year, I constantly questioned my ability and wondered if I was making a mistake. But then I got to witness the birth of my niece and watch nurses in action. It was then that I knew I wanted to be a neonatal nurse.
Right against that chest. It's going to feel kind of stiff with my typical snips. Alright.
I got in on my first try, and with the help of my fiancé after getting laid off, I took my seat in the program and completed my first semester. Fundamentals was not the death of me. I moved on and completed my second semester of Med-Surg 1 and Psych, alongside my nursing family made up of the most amazing guys and girls that will make amazing nurses of tomorrow. I worked as a peer tutor during my third semester, and I struggled a bit with my own studies, but I enjoyed every moment of my clinicals, witnessing yet another birth, visiting the NICU, and the countless dinners I shared with my peers. We all made it through successfully. My faith and upbringing is what influences me to be a good leader, to challenge myself to learn new things in order to be useful in more than one way. I can wear both a stethoscope as well as a crown proudly and stand out. In 2 years, I hope to have earned my bachelor's in nursing. But if neonatal nursing does not work out for me, or I don't earn a place as a traveling nurse, I hope to pursue a master's in midwifery. Along with conscientious and thorough holistic care to decrease patient stays in hospitals, I hope to further my education and continue to raise awareness in vulnerable populations to help build a healthier community wherever I go.